welcome to Baking Factory. Today we are going to be baking a chocolate and mint cake with vanilla icing on it. The first step to our recipe is to preheat our oven at 180 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, for your recipe, you will need a mold, one bowl with one whip, a knife, 100 grams of chocolate, 150 grams of butter, 30 leaves of mint, a half of a tablespoon of liver, a tablespoon of vanilla extract, 150 grams of sugar, 200 grams of flour, 3 eggs, and your icing. Now the second step of our recipe, now that the oven is preheating, you need to add sugar, melted butter, and eggs one after the other. Then mix your flour and your liver. Now the first thing to do is to melt your butter before adding it to your sugar. Then we will be mixing other ingredients. Now meanwhile the butter is melting, you can add your sugar in your bowl before adding the melted butter. So now that your butter is all melted and all hot, as you can see, you can add it to your sugar, just like that. And just mix it. So that it becomes just like that. And now the second step of your recipe is to add one after the other your eggs, your 3 eggs that you need. So now the next step of this recipe for the cake is to add your flour and your liver. So we are going to add the flour just like so, and the liver, a half of 1 tablespoon. And then we are just going to mix it all together. Now the next step is we're not going to be adding anything else to this. We are just going to take our 30 leaves of mint, and we are going to add a tablespoon of vanilla extract. So this is a half tablespoon, so 2 of those. 1, 2. And we are just going to mix the 2 together so that it becomes like your leaves needs to be kind of like wet, so that the vanilla can so that the leaves can absorb the vanilla. Step before the baking of the cake is that you need to add your leaves to your mix, your first mix. So we're gonna add it just like that, and you want to mix the leaves with the mix so that it's all together.
Just like that, so that the leaves are in the mix.
So now you need to just melt your chocolate before adding it to the mixture, and this is going to be the last ingredient you are going to need to mix and to add to the cake before putting it in the oven. before putting your cake in the oven and in the mold, you need to butter up all the mold. You can use, for this step, you can use oil or butter. I'm taking butter, so you can take both or one or the other. So just be aware that you really need to butter up all the mold and every little parts of it, because if you don't, the cake will stick to your mold and you won't be able to take the cake out of the mold. So this is a very important step, do not forget. And yeah, so now that we have our chocolate all melted, we just need to mix the original mixture with the chocolate before putting it in the mold, before putting it into the oven that is already preheated at 350. So yeah.
So the last step of the baking is to put the cake in the oven for 30 minutes. See you later.
Now for the shapes of the cakes, I'm going to take little molds that I can make my cakes into. So I have a heart, a star, and a little bear. But you can also just take a simple glass, just like this, and just cut some circles into your cake. So yeah, and now that the cake is done and all cooked, we're going to take him out of the oven. There we go. So now after decorating all your little cakes, just like so, you can just enjoy